Video games are actually good for kids. A recent study published by the University of Vermont's Department of Psychiatry found that playing video games could be beneficial for kids' brains, particularly in the areas of impulse control and memory. In the study, which analyzed data from more than 2,000 children ages 9 and 10, researchers compared kids who played 3 or more hours per day of video games against kids who did not play any at all. The gamers performed better on tests that measured impulse control and the ability to memorize information. MRI brain imaging confirmed the results. The gamers showed, quote, higher brain activity in regions of the brain associated with attention and memory. As compared to the non-gamers, the same was true for regions of the brain associated with more cognitively demanding tasks, end quote. What are your thoughts?
Awesome.
What are your thoughts there before I continue?
I think it makes sense. I always felt like when I was a kid playing Guitar Hero, it increased my hand-eye coordination, made me better with
Sure.
some of my motor skills.
Sure. So I agree. The researchers were optimistic about their findings, though they recognized the study's results were limited. The scientists couldn't establish cause and effect, meaning it was unclear whether the video games themselves caused the cognitive benefits, or if kids with higher brain function in these areas are simply gravitated towards video game playing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Either way, the results are encouraging, said Bader Tirani, who is a PhD and assistant professor of psychiatry at the University of Vermont and the lead author on the study. I thought that was important to include too, which I think even the reverse of that is interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. That's also, that also is an interesting story on its own.
So the study out of Vermont is, of course, not the only one to find that video games might not be as bad as some perceive them to be. As it turns out, video game playing has a handful of other positive benefits worth paying attention to. I just put a couple bullet points in here. There was a 2013 study by the American Psychological Association on problem-solving skills and positive social behavior related to video game playing, and then a 2014 study by the American Journal of Play on spatial navigation and executive functioning being higher in people that play video games. So we normally bring this up on, and anytime there's a mass shooting in the United States, it's pretty much the only country with mass shootings daily. People automatically, yeah. I couldn't even tell you just how sad it is. People always use video games as a scapegoat. I thought this was a nice converse story to that.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Also, this came from Yahoo, by the way, which I know that's a name you probably haven't heard in a long time, but Yahoo still exists. And I found it.
It's interesting you say that because I am part of for my job, what I do for my profession outside of this, I am a part of a Slack channel for other people that are in the same field.
Yeah.
And someone was on there today. Maybe it was an older post, but I saw it today. And they were like, hi, I'm a new employee at Yahoo and I'm trying to rebuild our new division for what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking for people to come join. And I was like, damn, Yahoo fucking still exists and they're looking to rebuild their teams. I guess they're
actually kind of quietly a really good source of information.
Yeah,
because it's all, I don't want to compare it to Wikipedia, but all of their stuff, if you go there, because I was exploring it today, seems very highly curated. There's not a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Stuff blown out of proportion, right? Existential, it's very highly curated and actually kind of tame compared to what you're used to. Right. I thought it was interesting. And yeah, that's where I found this story. So shout out to Yahoo. Shout out to Yahoo. And also the person that wrote the article, I've heard of before, Elaine Roth. She writes for Yahoo, but I think she runs her own separate blog. I've seen that name before. Anyway, so I thought it was cool.
Very cool.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Haptic Intel. Did you do it? Subscribe right now.